I am super excited about 2025. If you had asked me this question end of 2023, I would not have had the same sentiment. But because of the foundation we've laid, because of the investments that we've made, because of the team that we have, I really think we're going to thrive in 2025. And that's just because of the folks we have under our roof. There are several challenges in the hiring space, especially in the trades right now. One is just a lack of skilled technicians. The other aspect is bringing on somebody is very expensive. We are trying to bring on green people with the right attitudes that we can train, develop, and grow. That's also skinning our margins because while my capital cost is the same to get that individual out there, the revenue that's in is not quite the same. So if we're bringing on apprentices and developing them, it's, I think, good for us in the long run, but short-term margins are definitely squeezed. Retention is the big thing. We truly want to have this place be where someone can grow from an apprentice all the way through a master and have a true career here. But I'll tell you, it's also very, very hard because this has been a challenging year. While we've grown a fair amount in our top line revenue, costs have increased so dramatically where our margins are not where I'd like them to be. So while we are finally able to offer our team members a pretty darn great healthcare program, that's fresh for us. It's not something we've been able to do until now. This calendar year 2025, we've set fairly sizable revenue goals. And this will, once we achieve it, be our biggest revenue jump in the history of Mighty Pine. So two of the biggest challenges that we face every single day when we think about growth in 2025 and beyond is one, cost, and two, financing. My costs have gone up, which need to be passed on to the end consumer to make sure that we meet our margins to be able to grow and invest in our team. Financing is a way that a lot of companies grow. I've used that in the past very successfully, but over the past 18 months, it has become wildly expensive for us to be able to grow the way we want to because rates are where they are. And so what I actually did this year was we took money out and I self-financed over $250,000 of growth for us. So we bought 4 trucks, we got them on the road. We also use credit cards every single day. That is the float that we need to get by for XYZ amount of time. We use credit cards more for short-term type plays than longer-term ones. But even so, we've used credit cards for larger purchases if we don't want to go through the regulatory hassles of dealing with banks or other type of entities like that. But also you got to make sure to pay it off every month because otherwise that high interest note just starts clicking and clicking and clicking. So we've thought a lot about financing for 2025 and beyond. I'm really hopeful the rates get a little bit better, which will help us achieve some of the goals that we want to have beyond that. It's hard for me to overstate just how impactful certain digital tools have been to the revenue growth of our company. AI is going to have a dramatic impact on our scalability. And here's the thing, I view AI as very accretive to our business because it's going to allow our team to stay in their creative bent the best way they possibly can. It takes some of these mundane office tasks away from us that are just computing power, that's what the machine's meant to do. What I believe is going to happen is we're going to be able to hire and retain and grow on the personnel side, but our top line revenue is going to grow even more. Being a small business owner is hard. There are countless nights that I've stayed awake in bed, wondering how I'm going to make payroll, how this thing's going to stay afloat. You have the imposter syndrome where this is not working, I don't know what I'm doing, and those are the things that people don't like talking about, but they're genuine and true. And I would encourage others, I'm trying to encourage myself in the process of saying this, stay in the fight, do it. Being a small business owner is one of the most rewarding things in this world. I struggle to think of how I could impact the globe in a major, impactful, major way, but I can impact this relationship, I can impact this family, I can make their lives better. And that's what I want to reflect on, to know that my time here on this earth changed somebody else's life, even if in a small way, because they were working here. And small business, I think, is the best way to do that.